This is Alex Eala's moment. Our dinners, our evenings are fixated when she's playing. That's real tennis fan.
Alex Eala arrives in Washington, D.C. for a $1.06 million WTA 500 tournament, and the atmosphere outside the William H.G. Fitzgerald Tennis Center already carries a sound the event has not heard in years. Red, white, and blue flags fill the streets, but not the American kind. These are the three stars and the three sons of the Philippines. Fans are lining the fences just 72 hours after their hero walked off center court at Wimbledon in tears following her defeat to Jasmine Paolini. But Alex Eala did not go home. She got on a plane. And what she is walking into on July 27th is one of the deepest fields the DC Open has ever assembled. And if you have been following Alex Eala since her Miami breakthrough, her Madrid campaign, and her incredible run in Berlin, you already know this is where Filipino tennis fans come together to follow every step of her journey. Subscribe and stay with us as we continue covering why this arrival in Washington matters. Rewind 4 days to July 6th at Wimbledon. In the round of 16, Alex Eala faced Jasmine Paolini and fell 4-6, 6-4, 3-6 in a historic battle. It was the deepest a Filipina had ever gone at a Grand Slam tournament in the Open era. The Guardian described the emotional scene as Alex leaving center court to a standing ovation from the crowd. Then came July 7th, Alex posted a simple Instagram message with a powerful meaning. Everything. Salamat Wimbledon. Thank you, Wimbledon. That was Monday. By Wednesday, she was already in Washington, ready for the next challenge. The field waiting for her is not an ordinary WTA 500 lineup. It is a tournament filled with the intensity of a WTA 1000 event wearing a smaller badge. According to the WTA's July 3rd announcement, 7 of the world's top 20 players are expected in the draw. Among them is Elena Svitolina, the same player Alex Eala defeated in a stunning performance in Berlin just 3 weeks earlier. This time, Svitolina arrives with a revenge mission and a score to settle. There is also Marta Kostyuk, a former DC finalist, and Naomi Osaka, the 4-time Grand Slam champion who continues her journey back toward the top of the sport. Venus Williams, now 46 years old and still capable of commanding the biggest stages in tennis, will also be part of the field. Alongside her is Leylah Fernandez, the defending champion who lifted this exact trophy in 2025, but there is another storyline surrounding Alex Eala, and it is the question of time. 12 months ago in Cincinnati, the pressure of a demanding back-to-back schedule showed just how difficult it is for a young player to maintain peak performance across different surfaces. The tennis world remembers that challenge, and now everyone is quietly asking the same question. Can a 21-year-old player reach her highest level on grass and then do it again on North American hard courts just 3 weeks later? History suggests it is nearly impossible. But Alex Eala has spent 2026 rewriting what history says is possible. Start with the financial side of the tournament. The women's prize pool in Washington stands at more than $1.6 million, with the total tournament commitment rising even higher when hospitality and additional expenses are included. For a player who was ranked outside the world's top 140 just 12 months ago, this is more than a paycheck. This represents a completely different level of her career, and Alex Eala did not enter this tournament through a shortcut. She did not receive a wild card or a special invitation. The WTA confirmed that 20 players earned direct main draw entry into the DC Open, and Eala was one of them. Her ranking, currently sitting around world number 32 and expected to improve after her Wimbledon points update on July 14th, earned her a place among the elite. Some Filipino reports initially suggested she entered through a wild card, but the WTA's official release confirmed the truth. Alex Eala earned her spot. She earned the right to stand on this stage. Now look at how she got here. The month of June alone tells the story. In Berlin on June 17th, she defeated world number 10 Elena Rybakina, winning 7-5, 6-4 in one of the biggest victories of her career. 1 day later, she defeated Elena Svitolina 6-3, 6-4. Taking down a Wimbledon champion and 5-time Grand Slam semi-finalist on grass. Then came Wimbledon. In the round of 32 on July 4th, Alex faced defending champion Iga Swiatek on the other side of the net. Against one of the greatest players of her generation, Eala delivered another historic performance, winning 7-6, 6-2 and proving once again that she belongs among the world's best. It was Alex Eala's second career victory over Iga Swiatek. You do not defeat Iga at Wimbledon by accident. You beat her because you have proven that you belong on that stage. And when Alex stepped up to the microphone after the match, she delivered a message that Filipino tennis fans quickly turned into a national statement. The court is not the place to belittle yourself. That was more than a motivational quote. It represented a complete change in mindset, the exact mentality her team has been building inside her for months. Alex was no longer stepping onto the court hoping to compete. She was stepping onto the court believing she had earned the right to win. Look at the pattern. Madrid brought a viral airport welcome. Paris brought another emotional reception from Filipino supporters. Bad Homburg created a crowd moment that spread across Filipino social media. Then came Wimbledon, where the LA Times published a feature highlighting the incredible Filipino support surrounding Alex throughout the tournament. Washington is not an exception to that story. Washington is the next chapter. The DMV region is home to one of the largest Filipino-American communities in the United States, and if Alex's recent appearances are any indication, the fences around the William H.G. Fitzgerald Tennis Center are already becoming gathering points for fans who want to witness history. For every Filipino supporter who spent the last 2 years telling friends, family, and co-workers to remember the name Alex Eala, the moment they were waiting for has arrived. The world is no longer being introduced to her. The world is finally catching up, and there is a reason all of this is happening at the same time. His name is Toni Nadal, the legendary coach who guided Rafael Nadal to 22 Grand Slam titles and helped create one of the greatest careers in tennis history. He is also the figure behind the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, the place where Alex Eala has trained since she was just 13 years old. In 2026, according to Tennis 365 and comments from her head coach Joan Bosch, the influence of that environment has become clear in the way Alex competes, prepares, and handles the biggest moments of her career. Toni Nadal has taken a personal, hands-on mentoring role in Alex Eala's development. Alex herself spoke about that partnership in comments quoted by Tennis 365 earlier this year, explaining that Toni told her things she did not always want to hear but absolutely needed to hear. Toni Nadal has also publicly stated that Alex has tremendous potential, not only because of her tennis ability but also because of her personality and mindset. This is not just a polite compliment from a legendary coach passing by. This is Toni Nadal choosing to invest his time and experience into the next chapter of his coaching career. And according to Yahoo Sports, Rafael Nadal himself has reportedly provided tactical advice to Alex this season through her coach Joan Bosch. Rafael Nadal does not usually give his attention to players without a clear reason. The Nadal team sees something special in Alex Eala. They believe she has the ability to become a significant figure in the sport. Now Washington becomes the first major hardcourt test of everything that investment has built. Look at what comes next. Montreal at the National Bank Open, Cincinnati in August, and then the US Open in New York beginning August 24th. This is not just another tournament schedule. This is the runway that could potentially carry Alex Eala toward the WTA Top 20, something that would be historic for Philippine tennis. And there is a reason Washington is the place where this journey begins. The Philippine Embassy is located just blocks away from the tennis center. The diplomatic heart of the United States surrounds this tournament. When Alex steps onto the practice courts this week, she is not simply another competitor preparing for a match. She represents something much bigger. A 21-year-old from the Philippines carrying her country's flag through the political capital of a nation with one of the largest Filipino communities in the world. Tennis is expanding deeper into Southeast Asia, and Alex Eala has become one of the strongest symbols of that growth. The WTA continues to increase its global reach, with prize money and investment rising year after year, and Washington represents another opportunity for Alex to show that her rise is not a temporary moment, it is the beginning of a new era. Events like the DC Open are receiving greater financial investment because players like Alex Eala are helping tennis reach markets that were previously overlooked. Every fence line filled with supporters, every Filipino jersey in the stands, And every new fan discovering the sport represents the reason tournaments are growing and prize pools are increasing. If Alex reaches the semifinals in Washington, she could enter the tournament in Montreal as a projected top 25 player. If she wins the title, the conversation changes completely. It would no longer be viewed as a surprising breakthrough story. It would become the beginning of a true championship-level career. But there is one important detail that prevents this from being a simple coronation. Alex Eala arrives in Washington after a defeat that happened at Wimbledon against Jasmine Paolini on center court, under the biggest spotlight of her career. She won the second set and had opportunities, but she could not close out the match in the third. For many players, a loss like that can take days or even weeks to process. Some go home. Some disappear from the spotlight. Alex Eala did something different. Just hours after that emotional Wimbledon exit, she posted 7 powerful words in Tagalog and English. Everything. Salamat Wimbledon. Thank you for everything, Wimbledon. Then, within 48 hours, she boarded a flight west toward her next challenge. You do not need someone else to explain what that moment revealed about her. Alex already showed it herself. Look back at the month she just completed. A straight-set victory over Elena Rybakina. A straight-set victory over Elena Svitolina. A historic Wimbledon battle against Iga Swiatek. A phone call with her father during her Berlin run that she never tried to hide. A standing ovation on Wimbledon's center court. And a simple Instagram message that millions of Filipinos saw as a moment of gratitude and pride. Now she arrives in Washington, D.C., ready to compete in one of the deepest WTA 500 fields ever assembled, as a direct main draw entrant. No wild card. No special favor. Just ranking and results. The Alex Eala who walked into Washington is not the same player who entered Miami as a qualifier 18 months ago. She is the player Toni Nadal chose to mentor. She is the player who challenged and defeated elite competition on grass. She is the player the Filipino diaspora has been waiting to support on a global stage. The question now is simple. Does Alex Eala reach the semifinals in Washington? Or will the physical and emotional weight of Wimbledon catch up with her against a dangerous opening opponent? Share your prediction and tell us which matchup you want to see Alex face in this tournament. If you have been following Alex since Miami, Madrid, and Berlin, you already know this is where Filipino tennis fans gather. Subscribe and stay with us because Washington is only the beginning of a massive 3-tournament stretch. DC, Montreal, and Cincinnati. Every ranking point, every draw, every major moment from Fitzgerald Tennis Center to Flushing Meadows will be covered here first. This community believed in Alex Eala before the world started paying attention.